Manchester Golf Performance Centre today, where I teach out of. I'm joined by special guest, Mr. Karl Morris. Karl, as you probably know, is one of the leading sports psychologists in the UK, and today we're going to be talking about what some of you guys may be able to relate to. What am I thinking when I'm actually over the golf ball? Now, you'll probably have some views on this, even though it's what you do.
I think the biggest myth in this area, there's a lot of confusion. People have read that they should not think about the golf swing over the ball, they should just be thinking target or ball flight. As we mentioned previously in another video, it really is personal what you put your attention on. The key is what I call the 1 point.
Right.
In the sense that you need to bring your attention to one thing when you're over the ball. The mind's not just going to switch off and not think anything.
No.
You know, it's going to be focused on something.
Yeah.
The key is that it's one thing.
Yeah.
You know, in meditation, when people meditate, they bring their attention to one thing, be that the breath or a mantra or whatever it may be. With golf, for me, the options would be, you could be thinking target. You could be over the ball thinking target, but probably that's at a time when you're feeling really happy with your swing mechanics.
Yeah.
For an awful lot of people, they need to be aware of certain things in the golf swing. So that 1 point could be, for instance, you could place your attention on what your right shoulder's doing and have your attention on that throughout the swing.
Yeah.
It isn't telling yourself to turn the shoulder or anything like that, it's just placing your attention on what it's doing.
Yeah.
You could have your attention on the club head all the way through the swing.
Right.
But the critical key is that you're not jumbling this up and letting the mind jump around.
Yeah, for me, I tend to feel sometimes that I get over the ball into my shot here, and I've thought about the shot I want to actually play before I'm about to play it, whether it's a cut, draw and things like that. And I get thinking, right, it's a cut, so I want to come across it a little bit from in. But then I come back and I'm thinking, right, make sure your right arm's tucked in. So all of a sudden that 1 point.
So that 1 point has then become 3 or 4 points.
Yeah. And it's
so your mind's jumping around. And it's a busy mind that creates poor golf.
Right.
It's a quiet mind that creates good golf.
Okay.
That's why, you know, players talk about a calm mind when they're playing well. It's generally because they're settled over the ball and they're focused on one thing.
Yeah.
If we go way back in time to one of the great books on the mental game, The Inner Game of Golf, written in the 70s by Tim Galway, it was so far ahead of its time. He would get people doing things like hum in the swing, you know, actually hum a tune.
Right.
Now, as crazy as that sounds,
Yeah.
it is actually a perfect example of the 1 point.
Yeah.
In the sense that if you're over the ball and you're humming a tune, you're focused on that one thing throughout the swing.
Yeah.
Now, it's not the fact that you were humming that created the better golf.
Yeah.
It's the fact that your attention was in one area.
Yeah, you had that clear
You had
mind.
that clear mind and allowed the body to just take over. So it's understanding what your attention needs to be on, but place it in that one place to create that quiet mind.
Right, okay, well I'm going to try and hit a shot now, guys, and have one thought. So I'll give it a go, see if I can actually do it.
If looking at this map, what would be at the moment the most relevant area of your golf swing to focus on?
For me, I'm trying to get a little bit wider and turn my shoulders more. So would that be is that 2 points?
Well, yeah, it is 2. So what you could do is is it right shoulder or left shoulder that you feel is relevant?
Probably right shoulder.
Okay. So basically, my idea for this would be just simply place your attention there. Just put your mental attention there all the way through the swing and just notice what that right shoulder's doing. Not that you're trying to tell it to do something, you're just placing your attention there.
Yeah, just focus
Just
solely
focus
on this.
on what that is doing.
Right, okay. So yeah, thinking just right shoulder coming back and coming through now then. There we go.
Trying to keep things relaxed or keeping the head still.
Yeah, did actually feel clearer in my mind there. Probably going to sound like I'm just saying that, but it just feels like everything I thought about all the way through was my right shoulder, and before I knew it, the swing was over.
Exactly. You've just decided to place your attention,
Yeah.
word again, you've placed your attention in a useful place for you.
Yeah.
So if you were working with your coach and your coach felt that this particular area of your golf swing
Yeah.
was the key area to develop,
Yeah.
you can really make strides by placing your attention there.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make improvement by trying to think about this, trying to think about width, trying to think about the target, trying to think
Yeah.
about the ball flight. That's just a busy, active, crazy mind.
Yeah.
And that's what most golfers experience.
Yeah, definitely. And when we're teaching down here at Manchester Golf Performance Centre, I tend to tell my pupils just really, we're only working on one thing at a time instead of fogging the mind up with, right, we need to turn a little bit wider, not bend and not lean as much, because you'll just overcomplicate it, won't you?
I think in many ways that it's great that we're in an age of information.
Yeah.
There is so much information out there, but for your golf that can be really problematic, because it's so easy to be seduced by lots of different things,
Yeah.
and your mind jumps around. If you go out, for me, if somebody goes away from a golf lesson with a coach, and they go away from a golf lesson with one really clear concept to work on,
Yeah.
that has been an outstanding golf lesson from a brain perspective.
Yeah.
Because you can actually place your attention there and make some changes,
That's
because
it.
you're focused on that.
Right, okay.
So, again, trying to make swing changes, it really isn't the number of swings that you make, for me, that's important. It's the quality of your attention.
Yeah, the quality of practice.
Just standing there hitting ball after ball with a busy mind isn't going to make much difference.
Yeah. Right, guys. I hope that has helped you. Hopefully you've taken something from that. If you've watched the previous videos, there is another one with myself and Karl. There is a link below for that. Go and check that one out. There's also a night that we're doing at Manchester Golf Performance Centre where you can come and meet Karl and really dig his brains and take some valuable information away on the mental game. Please guys, do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Karl's also got one, so do subscribe that. There's some Twitter names down below for myself, Karl, Manchester Golf Performance Centre. Follow those and check us out guys, and we'll see you soon.